We're live. And I feel weird today. Let me tell you why. So, I'm going to stitch on something a little ambitious to stitch on during a live, in my opinion. Because I started this, and this is not the correct picture. I just couldn't find it on Google Images. This is the correct picture. I got kind of close, right? It's the same beach, I think. But I don't know. I just searched for Manhattan Beach sunset. So that's why I feel weird, A. B. I just saw a headline and I didn't click on it, but it will make me sad later, I think. We are Sunday, May 23rd, 2021, and it was another shooting headline. It's gonna make me sad later, I can tell. So I put on today our audio library's mood is angry and dramatic. The song you just heard is Cat Shat in a Box. It's kind of funny to me. But we're gonna stitch some. We're gonna see if we can see this on the stream. It's super duper tiny. These are this is one strand over one on 40 count. It's so I love it. I really love it. And I've been stitching away at it. Let me see if I can kind of give you a close-up here. I don't think I can have the camera right here because I need to be able to see it. So I'm going to try to... I mean, I can see it better in the camera than I can in real life. That's how small it is. But yeah, we'll get started and stitch some. See if some of this angry music makes me feel any better. Not that I feel bad, I just feel weird. I feel like life is just strange, and you learn how to kind of just go with it, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, how far are we? Music is kind of loud, isn't it? Maybe it's just loud for me and I have the gain turned down for you. Let me do this. How's that? Probably the same. So, oh yeah. How are you today? If anyone's watching right now. Hello, welcome. I'm just going to attempt to do it, and if it's not working well, then you... I know that Michelle's live is still going on. Also, I meant to do this at 9 and I woke up this morning a little later. Don't judge me, it's Sunday, it's my day off. And it was one of those, I'm going live today. So that's what Kaylee waking up this morning was like. I agree. Stop. This is weird. Pan's Labyrinth. Look at how tiny this is. You can't even see the stitches. Is that a bird here? Or is that in the song? Every single live Kaylee Denver knows. Do I have something that I could put on here to make it not slide around? Oh shit. Oh. I actually don't mean to swear in here. I realized I forgot to put my other project away. And the cat loves to sleep inside my projects. Oh, I know what I can do. Woo. Oh, don't look at how dirty my desk is. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, stop. So this part of the pattern is nice because I don't, there's only 3 colors and one of them is like ninja stitches. That means that there's not very many of them. So I basically just have 2 colors and I switch off every row or 2 and just complete them. And I'm following my diagonal method where I don't, where I put my needle up in a hole that is empty. And since these are half stitches, I will always be putting my needle up in a hole that is empty. I don't know why I have just completely lost patience with trying to poke my hole in a needle that has thread in it. Unless I'm working on linen, I don't do it anymore. I think maybe I have this like urge to I don't know. I feel like I have a little bit of a... How do I say this without sounding insensitive? Like, it's not trauma, but a little bit of like stitchy PTSD from my project that I was working on when I started my floss tube. And it was, oh, excuse me. What did I do here? Oh, I see. There's two that I missed. Two. So I was doing a Starry Night. If you remember that, I've only showed that in my, hi Nicole, Diamond Painting with Nicole. I only showed my Starry Night in my first video. Oh, this is... One, two, oh. Whoop, I put one in the wrong place. That's okay. We're just going to keep going with it. That's where the mistake was, okay. Oh, I can't even think. Hi, Christine. I did it on bad fabric, first of all. It was this like really crappy black, I think it was Hardinger, but it wasn't 22 count. I don't know what it was. I think it was just like trying to be Ada, but it was not because the holes were really big and it was very see-through. But I didn't know any better because I was just like, oh, look at this giant piece of black fabric when I bought it. And that was when I was still using really sharp embroidery needles, not tapestry needles, and so I was stitching cross country as well, and a lot of my stitches looked crooked. I should take it out again and see if I still feel that way, but that's how I remember it. My creaking table. It's because I'm so crooked with this. I'm gonna have to think of a better setup. This isn't the greatest setup for me. It's so tiny and so cute. I'm gonna put a... Ew. I'm gonna put a thing over this. How are you doing? I started at 15 minutes ago. 9:30. But no worries, you didn't miss anything. You missed me saying why I feel weird today. I feel weird today because I'm stitching on 40 count on a live, and it's throwing me a little. I'm trying, but I want you to be able to see it straight on. But if I stick my phone there, then I'm not going to be able to see it. Or maybe I can peek over it. Hang on. Let me try something. It's just that my computer is in the way. Let me try it. We'll see if it works. And I'm gonna knock something off. Hopefully not. Well, maybe I can do it this way. Boy, I can tell my mind is... little strange today. I didn't wake up at my normal time. I slept in a little. Oh, maybe this is okay. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. What is in the wrong place? One, two, three, 4. I can't tell which one of these is in the wrong place. Oh, it's those two. 1, 2, 3, 4. I made a mistake and it's hard to tell. Oh, yeah. I saw that she was live, but I saw that she had been live for 83 minutes. I guess if you don't want to miss something, you don't want to miss something. Looking at this up close, I'm like, this doesn't look like anything. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, this is not the correct picture. I haven't found the... this is a Haid, but I think it's discontinued. So it's not on the Haid website. So I don't know the name of the pattern, and I also don't know. I also don't have a photo of the mock-up or something. Okay, I need to mark off, because I don't know where I am. 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 And I don't know if y'all have seen any headlines, but I just saw one before I started this live that kind of threw me off in one of my Flosstubes, and it's news. Maybe I just won't say it. And if you want to be sad, then go look at a headline. Yay! You changed your name. I was like, wait, is this another Curly Stitcher? Yay! Okay, let's see if we have the right thing here now. 1, 2. Other account, okay. Wait, do you You're blowing my mind. Do you follow me on your personal and your Stitchy account? Stop it. That's so nice. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I hope this is in the right bandwidth. I see. Yeah. Oh, I totally missed the other one. Yeah. You can go watch her. I'm not going to be saying anything interesting, I'm sure. Or if your stash is good, then you can stay here. Or you can say, Stitchy content is not in my head today. Or I like how I'm like, you can do whatever you want, and then I'm giving you all these suggestions about what you should do. But you get to choose. That's like me with my students. I'm like, do you want to do this or this? Or you can do this. If you want to, you can do this activity. I've been wanting to talk about and this is definitely nothing negative to larger channels, like, because I love them and I love that they are using their platform to talk about good things. Many flips. These are good. I don't know. I don't want to sound like cynical about people who have built their channel or that have built a following that follows them every week. Ooh, oh no. Oh no! Stay away, Jennifer! Stay away! Don't buy all the things, but you can buy all the things if you want to. I don't know, I really, really love these very intimate lives, like, let a few people come. Let me just chat. Oh, I really got into that music. I like started talking loudly when it got louder. I don't know, because I like really like the intimate, small, yeah. And to be completely honest, like, I don't know what's gonna happen if I get more, like, a lot of people in these lives. I'm gonna be I don't know what I'm gonna do if that happens, because I like this small, intimate settings. Maybe I'll just have to, like, make y'all my real friends. I don't need to do that. I don't need anything. And then we can just, like, talk on the phone and... Sorry if I'm coming on too strong. I've been really struggling with this whole, like, I don't know, I feel like it's such, like, kind of a weird power dynamic, because I'm the one hosting. That means that, like, sort of by default, I'm the one in power, because I could remove anyone if I wanted to. I can block people. I don't like that. I want it to be like an equal contribution. So I'm trying to, like, see it like I'm contributing in the way that I'm kind of comfortable doing. Like, I really like to be on this side of it, because I kind of get some social anxiety trying to comment in lives. I'm like, I want to be funny, but then I want to have a short comment so they can read it, and then I want to laugh. I want to be clever. Oh, nice. Good. I'm glad to hear that, because those are the kind of settings that I would really like. I have an email. Oh. See, that's what I'm afraid of well, oh no. Oh no, this is from my childhood. Like, the fear of being cool, or the in crowd, or... Oh no! Adult Kaylee! Stop it! Adult Kaylee, you can be yourself. Darcy just put out a live video and I've watched like, Stitched with me. And he goes on this like 30-minute talk about being yourself and what that means. And how like, you know what? You might be one person with somebody and another person with different people and I'm like, yeah. Oh, poor child Kaylee. Isn't this teeny tiny? Yes, it does take all of us. Out. See, I moved that, and then that's out of kilter. How does this compare to, like, watching me doing full cross? Is this even, like... Or is it not about the cross stitch? You might be the... Well, I have 2 other people here, but they might be doing some other things. Oh, 3 other people. 4 people watching, and one of them might be me. Are you still there, Christine? Are you there, Nicole? Hi. Feel free to contribute to our conversation if you want to. I freaked out for a second because I thought that I had told Darcy the wrong time. Because Eastern time is only 3 hours ahead of me, but he's actually on Atlantic time, I think. So he's 4 hours. Yeah. I agree. We're on twin engines. I think I have a caffeine headache. Like a caffeine withdrawal headache. That and I ate kind of late last night. Me too, Christine. I'm like... I don't want to... Like, I'm kind of a lurker. So no worries. So my husband did a recording session last night. He is entering a competition that happens every 4 years. Hi, Nicole. Oh. Did they... Wait, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Did they have the baby? I think they did. No. Yes? No? That's a pretty piece. I've never done a piece in sepia tone. Yeah, so my husband had a recording and he hired someone a piano player, because sometimes if you're a solo musician, you have to do a recording and then you have to hire a piano player to play the piano part, which often is a reduction of an orchestra part, because he's playing a concerto, a trumpet concerto. A very standard, wow, this is really dramatic and angry music. Maybe I can switch it. Yeah, so he's playing a trumpet concerto by Haydn, and it's like a common audition piece. Or like a piece for competitions. And, aw, congratulations to them. From a lot of stitchy strangers. So his piano player is, well, we're fully vaccinated and our roommates are too, so we were recording at the church that our roommate works at, and it was so cool, even though it was a recording session, to hear music live. It was amazing. And I, hang on, I'm gonna change this. We're not angry and dramatic anymore. We are, I can't, now I'm getting like a little overstimulated by this. Inspirational, let's go with. Okay, sorry, pressure cooker. Now I can think. It was so amazing to hear live music. It was just a treat. And let me see if I can just try to explain like what makes live music so much better than like what we tried to do when the pandemic hit, which was like virtual stuff. So when you're in, just think about it like a conversation. Like when you're in a conversation with someone, you are looking into their eyes, you're responding emotionally to what they're doing. And that's kind of the same thing that people do when they're playing music, because if the soloist, so my husband plays the trumpet, if he like holds a note a little bit longer, the piano player responds to that and follows. Or if the piano player puts a little oomph right before the trumpet player enters, so he plays a line like with a lot of energy, then the trumpet player can feed off of that energy that the piano player just put into the lead into their entrance. And piano players, they learn how to really read their soloist and read what's going on with the soloist and learn how to support the soloist and be able to, give them what they need. And you can't do that in virtual performances because everybody is recording their tracks at separate times. You can't try to record it live like on a Zoom call because everybody's internet speeds are different and it would be out of sync. Another example would be like for choir. If you are standing next to someone, you can match their sound by listening to them, first of all, and then changing, a certain vowel sound so that you blend with them. You sound the same as them, basically, so that, all of your sounds mesh into one sound. And also there's like the science of when you breathe together, your heartbeats synchronize and all that. So live music is, I didn't know how much I missed it, but I did miss it a lot because I was sitting right next to the piano player because I was turning pages for him so that it wouldn't like rustle during the recording. And just like sitting next to a breathing human who's like being creative and sharing unsaid emotions. It's just like I'm tearing up over it. It's beautiful. And they both, my husband and his piano player, they were like, this is a treat. I would do this for free. I would do this. I would just do this normally. Why was I going on this story? Oh yeah, because after they got to talking about school and college. Oh, excuse me. And I was like, it seems like this is a conversation we're going to have at a restaurant. So we went and ate out, which also feels really weird, but I mean, they say that vaccinated people can have their masks off, so we were just like, this is feeding our souls, and also we're all vaccinated, so I still feel weird about it, but it's the steps that we're taking. So anyway, we ate kind of late, and it was pretty heavy. I think my body's recovering from it. I don't know why I picked like the stitching that takes the most concentration to do during the live, but well. Dun, 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 dun. So, usually I only go one row at a time. Now back to stitching content. Usually I only go one row at a time, like I would complete, because this light blue is the only one left in this row. But if I see that the color that I'm working with right now, this darker blue, if I see that all of the stitches, or most of the stitches that I have to stitch in this next row, are diagonally to the left, then that means that I'm going to be putting my needle down in a hole that already has floss in it. So this stitch I can complete because even though it's below a stitch that's incomplete, the stitch above it, this is the only hole that I'm going to have to put my needle up through. So I'm just going to go ahead and go as far as I can with this color, which is almost to the end of the row, because these stitches are diagonally to the left. That means that, you know, this hole is still empty for the row above it to be completed, if that makes sense. I should maybe like do just a video on my diagonal, because I shouldn't expect people to watch all of the live playback. Oh. Oh no. This is called Friendly Dance. I have some sad news, y'all. Next week I am going on a weekend trip, so I will not be live on Friday because I'll be driving to the airport, and no live on Sunday because I will be in Seattle. Yay! I was gonna take this trip before, or when the pandemic hit, like right after the pandemic hit. It was during, it was gonna be during my spring break, because I have a friend from high school living in Seattle, and we couldn't go. And finally, now that we're moving, we were like, we gotta get up there. So we're going on Memorial Day weekend. I don't know. It feels really strange to be like okay with doing more with traveling again. Yeah, for the long weekend. And like it still feels, well, and maybe this isn't such a big deal to other people, but I live in a place with 12 million people, and so there's a lot of compliance here with the rules, because it can affect so many people if you don't follow them. But we have been lowering in case rates. So here in LA County, I think we're actually in orange tier, maybe? So the cases are going down, but it's still like, don't want another wave. Don't want to be the contributor. But also we've been following the guidelines. Oh my goodness. I'm seeking reassurance that I already have with myself. Like, yep, we're vaccinated. We are following the guidelines that the CDC put out. We're not mixing with more than one household. Okay. So you feel me a little bit. Yeah, I have I've been talking to someone recently who is getting stink eye from wearing the mask in their state. Which is really unfortunate. It's like, I was talking to somebody else recently and they were like, I don't know why people just don't understand that a mask means that you want to protect others. And that's all it is. It just means I care about you. I'm going to keep my germs to myself. It's... because, like, in other countries, when people are sick, they wear a mask so that they don't spread their sickness. I guess then, you know, that's not part of the, you need to bear yourself to all the illnesses of the world so you become immune to them. Why go through unnecessary pain if you don't have to? I already put enough pain on myself. Mentally. Exactly. What if I'm just like making faces at you and I don't want you to see them? Sunday rain. It's not raining today. Wait, it was raining last Sunday, wasn't it? Here, I think? Yeah. Or, I'm not brave enough to flip you off with my finger. I'll just do it with my tongue. Crap, that didn't sound as funny as I wanted it to. Oh no. It's a stretch. Speaking of stretches, I have a good joke that popped up on my Facebook memories recently. So when I was still teaching in person, I would teach ukulele to 5th and 6th graders. And since I have my ukulele here, I can demonstrate. Good chord technique on the ukulele, because your hand is kind of big. It's not very good chord technique to like rest the ukulele on your hand like this and try to do the chords that way, because then your hand is kind of like because then your hand is like kind of like and tension builds up. So I like to say you put your thumb on the look at my double jointedness. You want to put your thumb on the back of the ukulele and then have space in your hand while you're playing the chord. And that makes it a little bit more flexible. And I learned that in guitar methods too. Like I was taking guitar methods. First of all, you should not have nails like this. So I'm breaking my own rules. But you can switch easily in between the chords if you have your thumbprint. And also if it's kind of like perpendicular to the neck rather than like kind of wrenching your wrist other ways. So, long story short, I would tell my kids, put your thumbprint on the back of the ukulele, on the neck of the ukulele. So put your thumbprint there and make sure that you could get caught for the crime of doing a fabulous chord on your ukulele. And crickets, they were like, and I was like, I watch a lot of Forensic Files. I don't know, if there's a clear print, then they can super glue fume the whole thing and find your fingerprint. So then they can say, oh, that kid, I caught them. They made a good chord because their fingerprint was on the back of the ukulele. That was a stretch. I might have to take some Tylenol or something. My Mexican is still digesting, I think. I have no idea where I am in here. Oh. I can't work on this during a live. I have no idea where I am. Anywhere you say. Is this my concentration face? Scrunching up. I'm really squinting. I'm squinting more than like Kaylee when she first needed glasses. I'm pretty blind. No, that's kind of a bad way to say it, right? My vision is... I'm sorry, my friend who's the optometrist. Isn't it like if you're nearsighted, then your eyeballs are shaped a certain way? It's not blindness. It's just... I don't know anything about this. Anybody? What do you call it when you are... what do you call it when you're nearsighted or farsighted? Is that just what it's called? Because blindness is loss of vision, right? Where's Lindsay? Tell us, Lindsay. Educate me, please. Okay. You know what? We are slowly learning, and when I say we, I mean me. I'm slowly learning to... Me too. Me too, I'm nearsighted. I can't see anything. Farsighted. Okay, me too. My prescription is like minus 5.75 or something like that. Yeah, I'm slowly learning that, like, Little things that I say could be taken a different way than I mean it, and unintentionally, but also I still need to change it. Like using blindness as a joke. It's not a joke. Not a joke, not a joke, not a joke. Okay. I need to count, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully this is the right spot. Oh, your eyes are worse than mine. Are they the same? Are your eyes the same? Or are they different? Is it possible to have astigmatism in one eye and the other one not? Probably, because they're separate sides of the brain, right? Oh my goodness, I don't know anything. Good thing I'm gonna call my friend soon. Oh no. My only one friend, the optometrist, so I'm gonna go to all of my eye questions towards her. That's probably not. Hopefully she'll tell me if she gets sick of eye questions. Yeah, me too. I think my right eye is like one click worse than my left. And so the doctors are always like, I don't know if you want separate ones for your contacts. And I'm like, no, I don't. Yeah. I think I'm gonna like take a moment and go take a Tylenol because my head is like, because I still want to hang out a little bit longer. So I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab. Ooh, sorry, that's kind of loud. I should have done that when I was muted. I'll keep the music on for you, but I'm gonna mute my mic just in case anything happens. Okay, I'll be right back. Do you like my leggings? They're piano. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to do some like stretching yoga or something. I mean, this is telling me that my technique, my stitching technique, has not been very healthy for my body. Because I was so excited to start this piece that I did the old roll it. I did Stitch and Mommy's technique, where I rolled up the fabric and then basically was stitching in hand for most of this. Actually, all of this. But then I was like crinking my neck all the way down. Crinking? Hopefully this coffee is still kind of warm. This is kind of a lot of coffee, Kaylee. Good thing I'm not filming on Flosstubes today. It's okay. It's been a chill day. So far. This is called American Idol, spelled I-D-L-E. Idol. Hi, Vanessa. Is Bendy Stitchy Sale? I think I just try to speak too fast and my brain is not ahead of my voice. Is her sale over now? I haven't decided what project I'm taking to on my trip, because I have to stitch on the airplane. Oh my goodness, she's going a long time. Oh, those things last like a couple hours usually. Those things. Her sales. Is it just me or did like a lot of people film Flosstubes for this weekend? Because it seems like a lot of people that I watch that like haven't uploaded a video in a while, that all of them dropped this weekend. I said this already, but I will not be live next weekend on Friday or Sunday because I am traveling. Maybe I'll do one during the week. I'll make sure that I like schedule it the day before I do it or something so that you can see me. Maybe I'll switch it to Thursday. We'll see if I think I'll be able to do that. So I won't have a live on. Not me. Yeah, lots of people. 3. Can you hear the cat drinking? What mood did I put? Inspirational? Okay. This is an inspirational song. Thank you. We are going to Seattle, a trip that we had scheduled for March 2020 and never happened. So finally we're going. I feel like this is usually what happens during my lives. I'm like really chatty in the beginning, and then there's a point around like the 45-minute mark or the hour mark where I'm just like pretty focused on stitching. Usually it's because I've like looked at my stitch count and been like, what? I've been talking too much. And then I stitch. Did I totally put that on the wrong hole? No. Can't even see it. I can't even see. Is it? Oh? I can't even see it. Okay. Hurry, I'm like, I'm an expert stitching on 40 count. Not. Hang on, I'm gonna trim these. I am liking it a lot. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's so tiny and so satisfying. And also once I was like, you know what, whenever, yeah, at least I'm on light fabric. Whenever I stitch on it, I enjoy it. It's not a race. I'm not trying to like be super fast at it. Like on my big one, that's 25 count 2/1, I like feel this need to just get progress done. But on this one, I'm like, if I put that pressure on myself, it's not gonna be very, very good. Oh. I was like, where did I put this? Where did I put my other color? It's on the back. Yeah. I definitely, like, feel like I need some magnifiers, though, because I'm gonna further put crevices in my forehead if I keep squinting like this. Squinting. I need some... Oh, my poor muscles! need to stretch. My poor muscles, but I want to stitch. I want to stitch. Do you, my fellow stitchers, do you fall asleep dreaming or like thinking about stitching? Like, I fall asleep thinking about this process. And I feel like sometimes it helps me and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. I like how every time I talk about this project, I'm like, well, I should get some magnifiers. And then what has Kaylee not done? Shopped for magnifiers. Didn't you say, like, pharmacy, Vanessa? Should do that today. I should just go to CVS and be like, hey, what kind of magnifiers do they have? It's been nice and cool here for the last couple days. Cheap reader. That's a good idea. Well, now I know where I'm going today. Oh, you know what? The whole pandemic, I've been paying for monthly massages because I like got this subscription thing with Massage Envy. But guess who has not been getting those monthly massages but has been paying for them? I probably would have canceled it if I like hadn't been able to keep my job, but now I got like at least 12 massages built up. So I can go back and get, oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. I don't think alive is the time to be realizing how much tension you have in your body, Kaylee. Thank you, friends. Oh, for bearing with me while I groan and moan and realize all the things that I want to do better for me, for myself. Oh, whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. I've been doing unhealthy things for my body because I want to stitch. Yeah! Oh. My poor body. And look, I slouch back to see the stitches. Excuse me? Oh, also, this is me cheating on monogamy. Ah! You changed accounts! Ah! I like read the comment and I was like, oh, that's Jennifer's comment. And then I looked at the picture and I was like, oh, it's you! Wait, did you get your project finished? Oh my goodness. I was so preoccupied at the beginning. Go with the fabric. So if you found a pillow and you're going to try with it. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, something cool happened. What day was that? I think it was actually Saturday. No, it wasn't last night. It was Friday night after my live. I called my sister and she has the other part of my mom's cross-stitch stash. Yeah. She has the other part of my mom's cross-stitch stash. I think I inherited some of my mom's floss, but none of her I have like 2 like little pattern pamphlets, bookmark pamphlets. Oh, Vanessa, Jennifer is following me on both her personal and her Stitchy account. So she's the curly stitcher. And she started commenting and I was like, do I know 2 curly stitchers? No, they're the same person. You guys, we have a song on this playlist called COVID Come Not Near. We're gonna have to listen to that one. It smells like cat box in here. Ugh. Ah, cat. Did you just... Boy, get back here. Bury your poo-poo. Ah. Stinky. Oh. Oh no. If I just hide in my coffee cup, will the smell go away? I live a pretty simple life, right? Just like stitching and getting interrupted by cats and smelling cat. We're almost done with 200 stitches today in this live, which just seems pretty good because I've been talking a lot. 1, 2. I just like got my nose on my phone. Gross. Okay, this song doesn't sound like... Maybe I was expecting there to be words and there's no words in this song. 1. my funny bone. Fresh laid deuce. Ours is, our roommate bought this litter that's lavender scented, so it's like poopy lavender. Gross. Just kidding, it's a natural occurrence in all living beings. Almost all living beings. No, even... Do jellyfish poop? Yes, of course. Okay. Family friendly here. We're gonna stop talking about poop. My poor mother. Mom, have you gotten to this video yet? Are you watching this video yet? Not that I expect my family to watch my videos, but... Oh. Oh, because it's at the end of a page. But whenever I tell my family, they're like, oh, I should watch you. And I'm like, you don't have to. But if you want to, you can. Eventually we'll get... let's see. Wait. I don't want to be inspirational anymore. We're gonna just, like, pick a different mood. I've been very all over the place today. Only in my head, though, because to you I probably just seem fairly normal. Mood. Funky. I've been wanting to try this one. I'm confused. This song is named Calvin Harris. Is that just like a tribute? Because Calvin Harris is a sort of DJ, I think. Honey, what are you working on? Go follow this page. That's funny. That's funny, Jennifer. Well, I'm happy that that you've used it for other things, like coming and joining and talking to me, because you're very fun. You're a very fun chat. Doom, doom. Down, 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 do you want to hear something random, like a random fact about me? A random fact. I should make a jingle. Random fact time. Random facts with Kaylee. Random fact about Kaylee. So from a quite early age, I have been fascinated with the sport of gymnastics. Probably not the only one. Maybe not even the only one here. But in the world of gymnastics this week, Simone Biles is back. And she just did another new skill, vault. Yurchenko double pike, which means that she literally does like 2.5 rotations in the air on the vault. Crazy. No woman has ever done it. Simone Biles is like so cool. And I love that I watched an interview with her, and she was like, she was very candid about the fact that probably no one can beat her because she's just way better than everybody else. That's a bad way to put it. Her skills are just higher difficulty because she does these really, really hard skills. And for a long time, she's been, nobody can beat her. She wins by like two points every single competition. She's amazing. There was 2017 2018 World Championships in the all-around. She fell 2 times and she still won. Like, she is just doing, and the sport of gymnastics, like in 2008, gymnastics facts. In 2000, actually it was 2006, I think it was, where the scoring changed, that it was more about, like, you are, yes, I agree, Roxy, that she's, in a good way, just extraterrestrial. But the code of points changed so that the scoring is based on, like, individual skills that you do, and you piece them all together and you get a certain difficulty score, and then you are also judged on execution. So in like 2006 and before, it was like the difficulty was a factor, but it was like not as easy to do really difficult gymnastics and just win. I mean, that helped, but it was only on a 10-point system. Now it's on 20-point system, and you get a difficulty grade. So basically, the perfect 10 is out. You can't get a perfect 10 anymore because arbitrary rules. But so Simone Biles, because she does such difficult gymnastics, she starts with a score that's already way higher than everyone else because of her difficulty score. So she just in her interview, back to that, my thought processes go kind of like this. She said, you know, I'll probably win, but that's not what it's about for me. Even though I will do a really hard pass on the floor, and I might step out of bounds, it's not good enough for me because I have trained so hard to not step out of bounds. And so, like, of course, everyone else is like, who cares, you stepped out of bounds, you're going to win anyway. But it's like, it's not about that for her. She's still pushing herself. She's still trying to be better. She's still trying to be more consistent. And that's such a good example. Yeah, she's like, it's like, and especially in the United States, because we just have way too many people, and we could take like 2-3 teams to the Olympics and go, place 1, 2, 3 because there's just so many good athletes, and of course, you know, that builds inspiration in younger generations, and it's like, oh, they want to do that too. So making the US team is harder than winning the Olympics, unfortunately. So then you have someone who, this is originally why I wanted to talk about this. There's this gymnast named Chelsea Memel, and she is 32 now. But she was active. She was a gymnast in 2004. So she didn't make the 2004 Olympic team because of injury. And then she was the world champion in 2005. She went to the Olympics in 2008 and got an injury right before the team finals, so she can only compete in one event. And then she was trying again in 2012, and was always competing at a very high level. But I never turned this down. Whoops, before. She was always competing at a very high level, but often injury got in her way. And so she retired and had 2 kids. And then during the pandemic, she was like, you know what? I kind of miss gymnastics. I'm just going to go and play in the gym, and just, you know, when I feel like I'm not having fun anymore, then I'll stop. And she never stopped, and she competed for the first time in 9 years this weekend. And she's 32, and she's competing at the same level as she was before. And she said in the interview that she did after the competition, like, I had so many nerves doing this competition, even more than I've ever had before in competition. But I feel like if somebody can see my example and say, oh, I'm not too old to go back to a sport that I was doing before. And you don't have to do it at the highest level, but just to know that it's like, you're never too old, or it's not, there's not any limitations on you just because of age or because of time or because, you know, those are just limitations that are check the mic. Make sure it sounds right, boy. Sorry. That was funny. Yeah, so like the only limitations you have are on yourself. Which is such a good message, because in any discipline or hobby or sport, it's not about being the best. It's not about competing at the highest level. It's just about that you enjoy it. And as soon as you don't, then... And I think that's a really good... that's like a really important conversation to have, especially when it comes to sports with young children, is that, or teenagers, is that like a lot of young kids, they feed off of the adults, and they feed off of what other people think that they should do, and they don't want to be disappointing. And maybe that's something that needs to change. Like, we need to encourage people to do what's really enjoyable for them, and that you know, you have to enjoy what you're doing, because then if you're doing it out of resentment or out of obligation, you're not going to reap the benefits of it. I forgot who... Oh, my stitchy friend Jessie Lee. She was talking in her video about just going through something rough. It feels like this is the wrong music for this conversation. I'm all over the place today. I want to do a different mood. Here, let's... Sounds right, boy. Okay, we're gonna turn this down a little bit too. Jessie Lee, she was talking in her Flosstube about feeling nervous and anxious about a doctor's appointment, and feeling sad that her son had most likely seen an animal being killed by a car. And just like the emotions of that. And also Teresa Little Stitcher, she's kind of an OG. Yeah, right? Teresa Little Stitcher, who just lost a pet, and who said in her most recent video, I don't feel like stitching. It's not joyous to me right now. And for me, you know, I do want to encourage people to keep stitching, but if that doesn't make them happy, then I don't want to encourage them to do something that doesn't make them happy, right? So yeah, it's just like life ebbs and flows and changes, and it's becoming more apparent to me that if you try to ignore what your emotions and what your thoughts are doing, if you try to just power through them and push them aside, it's going to build up, and it's going to take more energy and more... the reaction later might be a little bit unexpected. I know that's happened with me, like things that I have avoided have become much bigger problems later. And I'm learning to recognize when that kind of thing is happening to me. Like if I'm emotional and I'm like, I need to just address this. I need to let myself be in this moment and not ignore it, so that I can work through it, while also still reassessing, what kind of standards have I had for myself? What kind of goals have I set that have never ever been met? And maybe that's something that I just need to reevaluate my goals, and I'm setting too high goals for myself, and then I'm just always failing, and then always avoiding thinking about the fact that I failed, because it sucks to think that you failed and you're disappointing. But also give yourself credit. Like I've always been like, here's the goal. I failed completely. But what if I did do a little bit of work to reach that goal? Like that counts for something too. If I take, for example, like I get a lot of anxiety and avoidance from the job application process, because it's a lot of pressure to feel like I need to get a job in the place that I'm going to live. And so I've been like, I didn't apply for the job, but a step is opening the computer and looking for the job, because that makes me anxious too. Or opening the application and seeing what I have to fill out on the application and being like, I feel anxious about this. And if I have an emotional response, do I try to work through it while I'm emotional, or do I set it aside and avoid it? And it's all like learning, and it depends on my mood too. Like sometimes I'm like, yep, I'm just gonna apply for a job. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I have to open my resume and copy my references again. So some of it's tedious work, some of it is like, oh, I have to write a teaching philosophy. I haven't done that in 6 years. But it's all, part of the life process. Oh, 1 hour and 30. I should go. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little surprised nobody commented on my shirt, but maybe you don't know what this is. This is a blast from the past. Oliver County judging team. I've had this sweatshirt since high school. I graduated 10 years ago. This is I used to do 4-H, which is a like a leadership sort of club, and it was common in my Oliver County, and I would do judging competitions, like dairy judging. So you would like look at 4 cows and rank them based on criteria. And yeah, we got these sweatshirts, and it says my maiden name on the back. I can't turn around. There's the start of it. I love this sweatshirt. I can't believe I still have it. We were just getting philosophical. It's a teaser. Just kidding. I don't know. I feel like not until the past maybe 4 or so years have people really been, and maybe I've just been in the wrong spaces on the internet, but it's not really talked about. And also in general conversation. Oh, how are you? I'm good. Do we just constantly lie to other people? Are we really open about how we feel? And also just to admit, like, if you're not okay, that's okay. Because Tina, come and get some dinner. Tina, you fat lard. He's an FFA, but yeah, it's similar. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting better at not saying good when people ask how I am. I say, I'm okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great today. Today, maybe. Tomorrow might not be that. And then, like, for me, I'm just like, I don't need to set a goal to always be happy. I don't need to set a goal to have like 60% of my days be happy, because you're like, my emotions shift a lot. So it's just like, why would I set an expectation for, at this point in my life, you know, working through a lot of old things, why would I put pressure on myself to be a certain percentage of the days happy? That's it's not giving yourself grace, in my opinion. You're well. Yeah, and you know what, if you don't want to be super open about the fact that you're mad? That's why, like, yeah. Like, it's okay to be like, I'm good, if you don't want to talk about it. And also knowing, like, that you can seek help, but you can also choose where you get that help. Yeah. Anyway. You want to say hi? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Missy. Give it a second here. Yeah. Oh, I suppose it's time for me to make my camera big so you can see the kitty cat. Here, how about you go away? Is that the right one? That was the wrong one. What? Oh, sorry, everyone. This one. Here's the kitty cat. Oh, I just knocked her in the nose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Missy. Yeah. Oh, she says, hello. Hello, I haven't interrupted a stream this week. Hello. Oh, she's purring. Also hug a cat. Kitty. Oh, she's really cute, isn't she? Aww. I don't think this joke will ever get old. Theremin Kitty. Oh, she's not doing it very well right now. Stick your tail up, Theremin Kitty. She doesn't really know what to do because I don't have a blanket, and usually I have a blanket. Oh, there she goes. Oh, Missy. Oh, she's so cute. Look at this kitty. Oh. Well, longest live yet? I think this is my longest live yet. I'm gonna go watch the rest of Darcy's video. I'm gonna watch Michelle's video from yesterday, because I didn't yet. I'm gonna drink the rest of my cold coffee. I'm going to go to CVS and get some readers. Plan my last... Oh no! Plan my last lessons for these kids. Oh no, I'm gonna be a wreck this week. She's like, why are you whispering? Okay, y'all. Have a good day. I can't move now. I have to stay with this cute kitty. I'll see you Wednesday for my Flosstube, and I'll probably do a live on Thursday, so that I do at least one live next week. And then Friday I'm going to Seattle. So, oh, kitty. She's so cute. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out, my friends. My friends, my friends. Yeah, have a great day. I'll see you next time.